All right, cool. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mars, and this is episode 27 of the Too Many Ideas Podcast. Back at it again for another week. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow us if you're listening, and just tap in with us. So this week, we talked a lot about, well, not really like a lot, but we kind of like touched on, had about like a little short conversation on like Kanye and like Donda and everything. So I wanted to take the other side of it, and because we don't really talk about Drake a lot on here, but he is also dropping an album, and he's also kind of like intertwined in the whole like Kanye situation, Kanye thing. And I know a lot of people out there are like looking forward to the Drake album. But I was talking to Levi before you got here, just kind of like about how Drake does well on his albums versus how Kanye does well on his albums. And basically me and Levi was just like, when it comes to like Kanye and we look for who he's like putting on an album. Yeah. But like when it comes to Drake, it's like, how is he gonna like wow us with this project? Because I feel like it's different. Because I don't know if there's anybody that he could put on the album where it's just like, oh shit, he put this person on the album.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have to be Kanye or like something like that. It could be Frank. I mean, Drake has a lot of wow factor. I feel like if Tyler Creator was on a Drake song, everybody would be wild. If NBA Youngboy and Drake, he has a lot of wow factor. I mean, people were shocked when he almost put Trippie on God's Plan. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was almost damn near Trippie's song. They were saying like Trippie would have like a really significant role on it. So like. What's that clip that Academics uploaded? Did you send that or me send that? You know what I'm talking about? Whatever.
Where you was talking? Cree sent that. Yeah, about the sales.
Yeah. So I just think they have different, I guess, appeal because I don't look for like Kanye to sell. We all look for Kanye to see what he's gonna do that changes, like how revolutionary this would be, and I think we just care for Drake to sound good. So I've always hated the comparison, like, oh, Drake gonna sell more. Of course he will, because that's what he does. He's brilliant. He does what he does, and he's good at it.
Yeah.
Kanye's gonna be like, this is me, take it or leave it. That's what he does, So
yeah, I'm never like looking at them from like a sales factor.
Yeah,
but like at the same time, it's just like, for me, I feel like the Kanye the wow factor with Kanye kind of exists in how he uses other people. And the wow factor with Drake kind of exists within himself almost.
I think I'm a little biased on this topic. I've never been wowed by Drake. The last time I've been wowed was Take Care, and I probably will never get wowed again. I lied. I think God Plan, that whole rollout was pretty nice. I lied, but to me he's just not that guy. I mean, I don't think he cares to be like. I like everything somewhat that Kanye puts you through to get an album. It's coming this day or maybe it's coming that day, and then all right, fuck it, scrap the whole thing. Like, it gives you, especially if you're an artist or anything in that field, you feel like, I understand, And, like, with Drake is like, nah, it is what it is. I've worked on this. I'm not going to bullshit y'all. After this date is said, you're going to get it, and it's going to be great, And so, it's just different appeals. Like, I've always hated the comparison of Drake to Kanye because it's like, I don't go back and listen to those demo tapes from Drake. You feel me? But I go back and listen to Kitsy Ghost. Like, that just goes and tell you, I don't go back and listen to... What is it? If you're reading this, it's too late. But I'll go back to Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like, that's no shot against Drake. It's different appeals.
And a lot of people would say that they listen to maybe not the demo tape one, but if you're reading this too late.
There's different appeals, you know. Like,
but I think about like, because I kind of have Kanye and Travis over here, and then kind of like Drake and Kendrick on a different side, in the sense of like, do you feel like when you go to a Drake album, do you look for like who's on that album, or
I don't put Travis with Kanye. I put Travis with Drake. I think they're both dead on. Like, I feel like in shortest terms, not trying to bring up a whole Travis debate here, but Travis is the nuance of Kanye. So it's like his music is very today, better marketing, like as in for today people. I'm saying overall, I'm not saying he's like a better marketer than Kanye, but just for today. When it comes to the clothes, the rollout, blah blah blah, and the features and the who he brings and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, I think the only person that's down the middle is Kendrick, personally. Like, perfectly down the middle. You might get a lyricism Kendrick. You might get a no feature Kendrick. You might get a whoa, he just had strictly TDE on here, Kendrick. Like, you just never know, and it would still sound well. Good.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of like. That's what I'm kind of getting at more so. Like when you look at an artist and you look at them, whether you're looking at them for them or whether you're looking at them for who they're with, kind of thing. And I feel like when I look at, and I want to look at Travis for himself, but I'm more so when I go to a Travis album, I'm looking to see who's on said Travis album. But I don't know if I'm looking at that like for Kendrick or for Drake. You know,
type in on YouTube. I would send you this interview now. You may have seen it possibly. It's like this YouTube interview with DJ. I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. It's the producer that produced Big Brother and the Michael Jackson record with Kanye with Good Life. Damn, what's his name?
It's not DJ Dahi, is it?
Nah, it's
That's the only.
Is it?
That's the only DJ producer that I can remember.
I can't remember his name. He worked with Kanye, and now that you're saying that, I really wish I would have sent you the interview. And so I watched the interview, and he was basically saying somewhat of what you're saying. Like, he doesn't really like this nuance of Kanye because it's like he wants more Kanye, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like everybody says that at this point.
In some parts of the interview, I agreed. In other parts, I didn't. Only because I feel like in some ways he was like, this producer was trying to pitch himself into the Donda's thing because he wasn't invited to the producing side of Donda. No shade. I think he was trying to say like, yo, I can help the album. You know, he's an artist, of course he can. Yeah. He feels like that. And if he helped on Graduation, I'm pretty sure he can help today. So yeah, there's that. But I thought about it the next day, and I even thought about it today, and I was like, that's why I wanted to send it to you, because I was just like, are we ever gonna get that Kanye again though? But then I thought about it, I'm like, do we need it? Because it's like, he's given us enough.
That would be the question for
like
me. If we
masterpieces of him. And then at the same time, there was still a lot of him on Yeezus and a lot of him on Pablo. So it's like, I don't know. But to some degree, I think Anthony Fantano has hinted at this in a few of his discussions or like talks on Twitter, YouTube, whatever, that like, he's now the orchestrator. He's not really trying to be the top number one artist anymore. It's like, here's just my vision at this point. And I think that's what I have to remember when I'm listening to Kanye. It's not like he's not this same person trying to give you all of him and all of his vocals to try to prove a point maybe on his behalf. It's more like he's getting it more and more into his artistry, into his what he like likes. And I feel like I'm here for it. I kind of, I think Levi, this was off cam, was talking about it, like, basically, when we hear a Kanye record, it's almost like a streaming service. Like, we're hearing what they would sound like purely with only Kanye. Like, all Kanye type beats. And they would never sound like that again. Yeah. Like, it's like a Kanye
Corey
section.
Was saying that. Yeah.
Corey said that?
Yeah. He was saying that on the pod last week.
Okay, yeah.
It's like he's kind of... And you said that there was a lot of him on Pablo. I feel like before Pablo was like the transition to where there was going to be like less of him and more of other people.
Yeah.
But like I feel like every album after that, he's taking more of a backseat, more of a backseat, more of a backseat to other people. Not that it's a bad thing.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying. I feel like this is one of his last. Only because I get the gist that he's really orchestrating a lot more than rapping per se.
And then you think about it, we had 6 albums where it was heavy him, like on those albums. He was doing verse, hook, verse, maybe a feature,
Verse, hook, intro, outro, talking, singing. You remember, older projects had a lot of that. Interludes, actual interludes, not just humming and shit,
Yeah.
So it's like...
I feel like Yeezus was kind of him saying like, yeah, this is the last time I'm doing this shit. Now I'm moving into a different direction. Because I feel like to go from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, where it felt like he was leaning more into being in the backseat on his albums, to then go to Yeezus, where he was like fully in front. Like I feel like Yeezus was him 90% of that album.
At the end of the day, though, we have to understand like where he's at. I think you have to understand where he's at, because I feel like with Yeezus, that was, which I tend to forget, that was his like exile. And I know he's going through several of those, but he made I'm a God because of how the fashion industry was treating him. Like, he felt like he wasn't being respected, And so that's how that song came about. And I just feel like we kind of have to understand, or at least remind ourselves, that maybe Donda right now, maybe for him, that he's so religion-based right now, and it's like he wants to bring all these artists together. Kind of Mars hinted at that as well, with like artists having previous beef, per se, and then still ending up on this album. And then for him to go out and get New York artists, as in the fucking Favi feature and like that was random as shit. You know, I don't understand how that went about, but I feel like that's love. You know what I mean? That could have been somebody in the studio. I don't know how cool ASAP Bari and Favi is, but let me just say that. Like, let's say ASAP Bari was like, yo, yay, like, Favi is it. You know, like, you might want to give this young cat a chance or this young dude a chance. And he's like, fuck it, let's try it. Look at that. You know what I mean? Like, that is going to change Favi's career. Hopefully that song really comes out, but that will change his career in the sense of the perspective. People can be like, nah, Favi got bars, nigga. Favi barred out. Like, you know, it's
Same
like,
thing with the Cardi shit, too.
Yeah, it's just like a different level of respect, you know? So it's like, to me, to hear it, to see it, I am for it. I am one of those people that's kind of like, we can get more of Ye. Even the songs I like that he's not on, I still think there's room for him to be on. You know? So it's like, I'm not really too sure. We'll see. That's one thing I like about him, because I do feel like he will give an artist his shine. Like, everybody, you know, this kind of started post Pablo, like, oh, Chance made the album. But, like, before the album was out, he literally said he changed the album because of Chance, you know? So it's like, of course, the shining feature, the shining light would be Chance the Rapper. I feel like if this album was out already, Vori would have been the shining light of this album, personally. Cause I feel like, especially
I feel like he's the one that's really gonna eat like after.
I don't know
this
anymore.
project comes out.
I don't know.
Cause I feel like he just dropped a song that was like
Baby, right?
Yeah,
I didn't listen to it yet.
Yeah, but like that kind of thing, like he's already getting into that, you know, that mainstream kind of shit. You feel me?
But like the reason why I'm saying that is because like, like that last version I heard, not pleased by it. With the drums behind his vocals and da. That's one thing that the producer was saying. Like, I don't know why Kanye doesn't have enough drops and drums in his shit. And I was loving it. I was in my bag, bro. Hearing Vori, oh my god, I was just like, just like, yo, sing to me, I'm crying. Like I don't know.
Like when we get more like Kanye West presents.
That's right. That's what I thought he was gonna do for Donda. Because that's what it feels like. You know, like...
Almost like Cruel Summers.
Yeah, like Kanye West...
I almost forgot about that in his whole discography.
Like Kanye West presents this, and it's like nothing bad about that, because I think that's something that can be done now. Like, I'll be interested to hear that. And not even on some... I think Corey said that like on some like him being the real DJ Khaled, whatever. No, like everybody does what they want to do. I think DJ Khaled does enough for respect. That's a whole different discussion. But like... it would definitely be a different thing. Like, it won't be compared, like, oh, is DJ Khaled and Kanye doing the same thing now? Like, no, it would definitely be a different thing. And so, like, I personally feel like I would like that, but that's not something I think he would do as of yet, because I think that's basically saying that he's done. So until he says that, I don't think that will be a thing. Like, kind of like, I remember when Igor, what's his name? Tyler specifically said, like, he wanted, like, I forgot, what are the details at the bottom, like, soundtrack done by, and, like, all that stuff.
Everything was done by him.
Yeah, like organized. What was the exact words?
What was the word? Fuck, I can't remember.
Yeah, Levi's about to try to pull it up real quick. But like stuff like that, I really like that Tyler put that on the album, because that like really makes, you know,
arranged. That's what it was. All songs written, produced, and arranged.
By Tyler. Yeah. So that's what that whole line right there. All songs are written, produced, and arranged by Tyler. I feel like that's what Kanye is.
Because I don't think like a lot of people like realize how important it is, like the arrangement of songs on an album, and how you put shit together, even if it's like different voices, different people involved, whatever. Like if you're the one still putting them in the position to where like, okay, this shit sounds good. Yeah. Like that's very important, because it's like you could just be like, hey, come and do this feature, and then someone does the feature, and now you send it off to someone else, and they put it together. Yeah. You're gonna get all the credit, but it's like when you're actually saying like, nah, put that person there, turn this down, turn this up, put that effect on them, like that kind of shit, like that changes everything. And then when you can kind of like tell with like an Igor, and the same thing with Donda now, how involved Kanye was, and also for Igor how involved Tyler was, and how the album came out and how it sounded, down to how the drums were, down to how like hi-hats were, how verses were, how just the little vocals in the back. That's why I've been sending you the fucking those fucking TikToks where the guy is like doing the hidden features on different songs. Like that shit's kind of crazy to me. Like I didn't know that fucking Sway Lee did Formation by Beyonce.
Yeah, that blew up on Twitter a while ago. But stuff like that is crazy. It really is. Like with the Donda thing, and this is probably my first time I have, I guess, like be this critical of Kanye. That's a lot. I've been critical of him when it comes to his tweets. Yeah, but I'm kind of done with the Donda like little game we're doing here, because it's like as a fan, you know, speaking purely as a fan, is like I went from experiencing it as a, you know, average consumer, standing in my seat, sitting in my seat, taking pictures, loving it. I loved it. Then I, you know, got the chance to actually be down there, same as Levi, and let's experience it firsthand. And nothing's ever gonna beat that. Like I haven't been to nothing that's ever gonna beat that. But it's kind of like, why do all that? And just, you know, take me out of the equation. But why do that as an average customer, average fan, viewing it and then not being able to listen to it? Like it's not the same anymore. You know, like all that matters to me, and that's why I think that's one reason why I like Ye more than average people, because I loved hearing 070 Shake. Like he called it, and I listened to her for forever. And he was like, as we were watching the stream, he was like, I think that's Shake. I said, bro, quit playing. He was like, you know it, don't you know her voice? And I was just like, yeah, bro, but yeah. I don't see how it could be Shake. And then the camera turns and Shake is up in the sky. I'm like, yo, it's fucking Shake. Like, and I'm losing my shit. I'm like, bro, this album's so fire. Like,
yeah, people were saying that he should have did Donda like he did Pablo and just like drop it and then change it afterwards.
I've always preferred that. I feel like that should be his formula, and that's why I'm so upset with it, because I would have loved for Donda to drop the first night. Then as the changes are going, you're continuing to do events. Yeah. Because that builds more hype. And then you can keep adding, taking away songs. And it's like, I've always, like, when Pablo first came out, I'm like, bro, this idea is so revolutionary, because you're basically dropping an album and saying, like, to me, I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye goes back 2 years from now and adds, like, 3 songs to Pablo. Because you're saying, like, hey, this is my project and I'm going to continue to work on for forever. Like, these are my Jordans. I'm going to retro them. I'm going to give you the other versions. I'm going to give you this. Get it while you can. Get this version while you can. I think that's fire.
Do you think Donda is just like too personal to him, and that's why he's like holding it back because of a feeling type of thing?
Nah, bro. What? That's a good point. He made 808 and Heartbreaks. He had like, come on. Like, I mean, no, I don't.
That was a different time. Like, I feel like this time in Kanye's life, like I could see him being a little bit more hesitant to drop something that means a lot to him, that he's been working on for a long time.
I don't think so. I think it's just, you know, if the Drake and him thing is true, I think that is playing a part. Not him waiting for Drake to drop. Not that. I think at this point in his career, whoever's on top will have to be compared to him. And so I feel like kind of what we're discussing is something that may be going through the studio. Like, hey, more you, Kanye, maybe less of you, Kanye. More rap, Kanye, or more emotional? Or should we stick to your religious beliefs? Like, I feel like that's what's going on. Like, there's a battle between, it's kind of funny you say all Kanye's. Like, do I want more of, because the track there's a couple tracks that I'm not sure if you heard, but before we came out to the stage, that were different versions that were played. Like that, the one that he's yelling on, like da 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 blah blah, all that. I heard a version where that sounded exactly like Kissy Ghost, but when I heard it out, it didn't sound like that. But like the drums, the beat, everything, it sounded exactly like it was supposed to be on Kissy Ghost. So I'm like,
so he was changing that even in the same like couple hours.
And I feel like I don't know who like he's talking to, who's in the studio. I just feel like it's kind of like, what do we want to grab from what more so than anything. And I think that's why I continue to feel like it's one of his last projects, because it's like, unless Kanye's about to me, I feel like he's at the point where he can only do one thing now. Continue to add and take away, make his sound better, which I will always love, or start focusing on one sound projects. Like that era that I wish we would have got of him, Rihanna, and Paul McCartney. I would have cried for that era of his music. Like, just stripped down type music. Like, oh my God. Like, there's no way it can't be Kanye no more, because it's basically acoustics and liveness, you know? So I'm like, to me, that's kind of where I think post this project that I would like to see Kanye do, like, hey, this is a pure, not R&B, just get an example, like pure R&B album. Like I'm focused on just this. Kind of like he did with Graduation. Graduation was a stadium album. He wanted to make sure it sounded great stadium. Like that's where I think if he was to continue doing music, that will be the best for him, and we actually get the project. Let me say that. That's what I'm basically getting at. Like, if we want the project, he has to stick to one thing. Right now, I think Donda is just so everywhere, and maybe to what you said may be true, because it's so personal that maybe he wants all these parts in the album because, of course, his mom and all this and the third. I'm not too sure. I don't think it's a personal thing. I think it's the fact that it's almost like a 50 Cent situation here. Like, no one's saying that, but it's kind of understood. Like, Kanye has to go like fucking ape shit. But to your point that we talked about at your crib, it's like that that ape shit to me is kind of gone. Like, he broke records every time he did Apple Music. Imagine if he would have dropped an album. If even a quarter of those people would have went to the album, we'll be talking crazy numbers now.
And that's what fucking Academics was saying, was like, if he would have did it like early on, like, cool, it was looking like he was basically saying that off the album alone, before like any of the shows and shit was coming in, that it was looking like maybe like a 300. Yeah. Like, if he's breaking 300. But if you count in like, you know, the Drake thing, you know, the competition there, and people going to, anybody who's going to Drake's album has to go to Kanye's album to compare it. Yeah. And that's going to boost his numbers, kind of thing. And maybe that's what he's waiting for. And that could be true. I don't think that's too far-fetched for someone else. I don't know if Kanye is thinking about it like that, but someone else might be, you know, letting him know, like, hey, you drop with Drake, you know, a lot of people are going to be listening to Drake versus you.
I agree with that, but, like, I just don't see him doing that. You have to remember, Kanye never responded to the J. Cole disc, and several other artists, big artists that dissed him through his crazy moments, never responded. You know, so I would be extremely shocked if he was like, yeah, I'm waiting on Drake. We didn't even get a public diss from you guys, but y'all waiting. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it just...
But, you know, people are insinuating the Drake diss on the album. I don't know if you heard that.
Move the mic back, my fault. But, I don't know.
Did you hear?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think it's pretty weak.
Like the God's plan.
Yeah.
I just, once again, Kanye has been dissed. You got to think about how much shit Kanye has wildly said before we got to this point. Mm-hmm. He's been dissed from a lot of people and directly, and he's never said anything. I just feel like if the Drake thing is a real beef, somebody's making a song. Somebody's making a shot. And it might be on Drake's album. I'm not saying it's not. Mm-hmm. But I think it'll be a little bit more clear. If they care that much. If they care that much is my key phrase there.
Yeah, see, it's the Drake versus Kanye thing is just, when it started, it was like, okay, these niggas is beefing. But now it's kind of entered into kind of weird territory with, I feel like it's more so people around making it something that it might not be. You know, especially with the last, damn, I forgot what the song. Oh yeah, when he was on the Baby song, Drake and Lil Baby.
Oh yeah.
Or it was the song. It was somewhere on that little like 3-pack shit that he dropped, where he was talking about him and Ye going to church or whatever, and it was just like, is this a diss? You had said that. Is this a diss, or is this just like a like a Ye line? Like, are y'all cool? Like, what is this? Like, what was the point of it?
I think it was a shock factor. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I personally would love drama in the industry, because we would love to watch it and see it go down. But I don't want a Drake and Kanye diss. There's too big of, like, they're just way too big as like a business person, brand, everything, and it's like that type of diss. And that's what I told Mark when it started. It's not gonna be like, I fucked your mom, yeah, rappity rap, I'll kill you, nigga. No, it's gonna be like, you didn't write this album. You didn't write this. Like, it's gonna be like real dirt, like, and probably even more personal than that. Kim did this, or it's just gonna get disgusting, you know. And I just don't want that. Like, I really don't. That's for Drake's side and Kanye's side. I don't know who would win. I'm just saying it'll just be a lot of shit aired the fuck out. Like,
they were talking about, like, with the Chubbs and Don C, like comment thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seeing that.
I remember seeing that too.
What was that?
I don't remember. What exactly did he say? I don't want to quote nobody wrong.
Like, he said, like, come see us outside. Like, you're gonna have to see us outside.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Oh, someone said that to Drake.
Like, no, Chubbs said it on, like,
who was Chubbs?
One of Drake's affiliates.
So Chubbs said that to someone from Kanye's side,
Don.
basically.
Don, right?
Don
C.
Yeah.
One of the...
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it says. I don't want to quote, but it was along those lines of basically saying, like, we're about it. Let's just say that to make it short. But, man, I don't know. Like, this whole Drake thing, Kanye thing, like, I personally don't know.
See, and that's the kind of shit that just, like, gets like weird to me. This nigga commented the blind man emoji. I'm fucking weak. Plan B.
Oh, Drake commented. I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
He commented the blind man, the laughing and the blind man emoji.
Yeah.
That's funny.
See, and this is the thing, like,
and who the fuck?
It's just so weird.
I'm not trying to be funny. Bro, what Kanye's like 40 something? Well, how old is Drake?
In his 30s somewhere, I think, or
Come
maybe
see
he
who
might
outside.
have just see.
Like, why y'all are too old for this?
See, and that's the thing. That's what I was about to say. Like, these niggas is not about to box.
Yeah.
These niggas not about to shoot it out. Like, maybe some of Drake's people over there, but like Kanye, where he's at, like, no, he's not doing that. Like, he's just gonna drop a jacket that's gonna shit on your whole album. Like, and that's what he's gonna do. But it's just like, it's just weird. The beef is just coming from two different sides.
No funny shit, real shit. Do y'all think Drake would have did 7 million in sales off of merch?
Off of merch?
Yeah,
Nah. Nah, it's not happening.
That's crazy. That nigga made 7 million off of merch.
See, and that's the thing, and that's why like this beef, I could just really see Kanye not being nowhere near interested in this beef, because it's just like, bro, we're talking about like some old music shit. Like, I'm not even on that no more. I'm working with Gap.
No,
like,
I think it's that's what I'm saying. These rumors stem from something. So something is, they're not seeing eye to eye on something. And that's why I'm saying I think this is personal matters. This is no longer you said this in this song, or Kim, you insinuated this about Kim. This is like, no, nigga, you tried me. Something is going on. You feel me? Because if they were cool, Drake would have been on this album. If they were 100% cool, Drake would have probably been on the Jay-Z song. That shit was going platinum the same day. Like, I'm not considering not cool. They might be what's the word I'm looking for? Associates. Let's just say that casual.
Yeah.
But something is going. Yeah, acquaintances. There, something is going on. That's what I'm gonna say. And
you think they might be doing this to fuel each of their albums?
No. It would have been more direct. Like, this is still kind of like simulated. People are playing with it. But if all Drake had to say, same thing with Pusha T. He just, God damn, what's up with this fly? All Drake has to say is like some funny shit, good music, yeah, right. Some subliminal shit like that, and then then it's confirmed. Like,
but Kanye is the king of nuance. He might have been like, yo, listen, like, let's do this whole nuanced beef. They're gonna read into, and that's what we're doing. That's what everybody's doing. We're reading deep into it, like every day of every week of. Bro, do you know how many times I've seen that meme video posted?
I
like
I
all
agree
the time
with everything you guys are saying, but the thing that popped off that Pusha T and Drake beef is the moment Drake actually said something. That's when it was like, okay, shut down Twitter. Everyone's on their phone. You guys are right. I think real fans and maybe even casual fans may look and read into it, but someone, either from a team or a tweet, has to say something publicly, and this will really pop shit off for both of them. Like, okay, yeah, we're waiting for the album now. Like, I don't think if both album drops right this second, it's not enough to be like, oh, Kanye is better than, I mean, I'm not comparing the two, but like, I don't know, maybe the average consumer will compare the two and say, oh, they're beefing. I don't fucking know, because at the same time, I gotta remember, there's a lot of stupid shit on TikTok of like, Drake said this, Kanye said this 2 years ago, and niggas be reaching. So it's like, maybe
that's what I'm saying. Like, see, for us, we're gonna look at it and just be like, man, whatever. But for regular consumers, they're gonna look at that video that the nigga made, the animated video, and be like, oh, this is real. Yeah. This is 100% real. Like, this is they're beefing for real.
If this was real, I think Drake would do something like this: screenshot the animated video and post it on his story. Don't say nothing. That's saying, okay, this is real. No laughing emoji. None of that. Just screenshotting clips from that shit. That will confirm everything. And that's some Drake type shit. Drake is the king of like subliminally always giving you messages. I remember because I think it was Academics actually, and also Joe, like, Drake is about his shit. If he doesn't like something or is dissing you, you will know. It may not sound like it to the average consumer, but he would have left you a couple of,
that
crumbs.
That was such a funny ass, just off topic, Joe Budden podcast episode where he was going through all the Drake lines where it was like, you know who he's talking about, right? Yeah. He's talking about me. Like, and it was just like, yo, you are crazy. But it was just, when you look at it kind of objectively, it's just like, maybe he's talking about you specifically. Like, I don't know.
Drake is the king of that, bro. He made a diss song a hit, bro. So best believe he can do this shit. Leave you crumbs and you will never know. So that's why how I'm under the impression. Like, if Drake wanted to pop shit off, he will continue to leave these crumbs, and he hasn't done anything. But that doesn't say it won't be on the album. So there's that. Yeah,
and that's why I'm thinking, like, I'm not sure if the popping shit off is a real, like, popping shit off, or it's just like a popping shit off for numbers kind of thing.
I feel you.
Like, I don't know.
I'm honestly over this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm sick and tired of Donda. Like, I love Kanye with all my fucking heart and soul, but if I told Mars like 2 weeks ago, I'm okay on the album. Like, I got a couple of leaks. I'll figure it out. Bro, we're literally waiting on a song that's about to be 4 years old. Hurricane is about to be 4 years old. Can you believe that? Like, we're still waiting for that. We're that hype. Like, come on, get the fuck on, bro. No.
They got a version of it. I was just talking with Levi that I was playing off my DJ website. Like, it's like out there.
Wasn't Hurricane... This last tidbit I'm telling this bullshit. Wasn't Hurricane fucking produced by Pierre at first? Or did he not have anything to do with it at first?
Yeah, he produced it. Yeah.
I don't think so. Because people were not saying Ronnie J did it.
Oh, really?
I'm confused.
Oh, no. You're right. You're definitely right. Because I thought it was Pierre at first. And a lot of people were saying it was Pierre at first. But then Ronnie J, this was a while ago too. Yeah. Ronnie J came out and said, no, I produced.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I remember that too. Because when I first heard it, or was first like seeing it, it wasn't even called Hurricane. It was 80 Degrees.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and the first time that I saw it was 80 Degrees, produced by Pierre Bourne. And I was just like, oh shit, Pierre got a Kanye song. Da 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 da.
And it sounded like it though. The patterns sounded similar enough.
But then when you really think about it, when you think about Go Down, maybe it's Pierre and Ronnie. I don't think so.
I don't think so either because I think Pierre would have said something like that now. But
yeah.
The reason
DJ Khalil, that's who you was talking about?
Who?
DJ Khalil?
Nah.
Oh, well, another DJ that got over the other DJ, I guess, is on this beat. But
you said Ronnie J's tagged right here?
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah. But even when I listen to it, like, now, just like, okay, I can see Ronnie J. Because I think about, like, his old shit that he used to do for X.
No,
like,
the beat pattern is kind of similar, yeah. But, I would have thought it would have been a little bit more Like, maybe that was on 80 Degrees, though. Not Hurricane, so.
Yeah. Because 80 Degrees was way harder than this version
it was.
is
I'm
now.
tripping. I am tripping. Hurricanes versus 80 Degrees, when we used to play in the car, that shit was thumping.
Yeah.
It was. Mm-hmm. You're right.
Because it was just like the little scenes, and then that shit hit.
Yeah.
Like, and then the beat was going crazy.
80 Degrees, dun, and then, yeah.
But see, now this version, I was just listening to it, like I said, with Levi, and it's like, it's way more toned down. Like the Weeknd version. And also, that's another thing, the version that they have out now doesn't have like the choir on it. It's just the Weeknd and...
What version did they put on now? I have the version with the choir.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying like the...
There's an official like DJ only release.
An official DJ only release one that doesn't have the choir on the Weeknd hook.
I mean, it's whatever. Like I said, I'm done with my tidbit on this. Like, if this album comes out, I'm pretty sure it'll be good, and I hope it'll be good. And I'm rooting for Kanye. I'm honestly also rooting for Drake in a way. Like, I like to hear it. I love going back and listening to Drake. I'm not gonna hold you. And when I listen to mixtape rapidly Drake, I've been thinking like, damn, I miss this era of music. Like, show me a good time, like shit like that. I'm like, bro, it was so simple. Like, these songs are so fucking simple, but it was so good. Like, and that's one thing. I'm not the biggest fan of Drake, but that's one thing I love about him. Love about the Childish Gambinos, all these people, because their music was so simple at first, and they've only gotten better. Like, you can't take that away from Drake. He's only gotten better. And we make fun of his music like, oh, how to make a Drake song. If someone can make fun of you and say how to make your song, you've literally accomplished everything you need to accomplish. Because that means your literal voice and sound, like the words that come out of your mouth, is a sound. Like, you know what I mean? Like 40 beats are a sound now, so it's fire. All praise to both of these artists. It's amazing. And
I'm not gonna lie, like, and I'm not a big Drake fan, but I was talking to Levi about one of my favorite songs by him that never came out and probably will never come out, Not Around, where I feel like it sounds like the perfect blend of what he used to do and what he does now. And I'm just like, if that was the direction for this album, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna have to like it. Like, I have to.
That's why I like the Giveon song so much. 'Cause I feel like that was also a blend too. Like, I love that song. It reminded me of...
Laugh Now Cry Later was a good blend, I think, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, Dirk came on there and, like, shined the way he did.
Because the Giveon song, which everyone thought it was songful, it reminded me of Too Much. Don't think about it. Like, that's what it reminded me of. And I love songs like that by Drake. So, but I'm pretty sure he knows that. He's just trying to switch it up, which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see who's on this album with Drake, but I'm not going to think it's about to be a shock factor for him. I'm just like, because he's definitely tapped in. The only thing that will interest me is if he did another Giveon type thing, because Giveon was fairly new when he got on that song. So if he did something like that, I'd be shocked. But like outside of that, Drake's tapped in. He knows what he's doing. Like I said, I'm interested to hear both of these albums, see how it goes.
Who would be like on the Drake album where you see song list, you see the feature, like, and you just like, okay, I have to click that first. What would be the song for you? What would be the person that you would see? Rihanna,
SZA.
me and Levi said SZA. We said Frank too, of course, but
I mean, come on.
I don't think that would happen.
Yeah, I'm thinking things that
realistic,
have some slight of chance or whatever.
Realistically,
Drake can get to 3 stars first?
Andre 3000.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, because the last statement he made about his music, which I didn't know, he never stopped. Like, he's not in retirement. He just picks and chooses what he wants. Yeah. Like, whatever that means.
Oh, Andre 3000
yeah,
said that?
Like it was some type of statement or someone said that. Like, he literally just, to get a 3 stacks verse, he has to like you, like everything.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't. Not to say they don't like each other, but I don't think. What was that interview that Young Thug was like trying to get a feature from somebody or something, and he was like, basically bro wanted him like to. Was it Thug?
Yeah, it was. You talking? Thug did that interview, and he was just like, I think he was talking about Andre 3000.
Was it? Yeah, right.
I think he was talking about Andre 3000. He wanted to do some
extra shit, and Thug was like, nah.
Yeah.
And so that's basically what I'm saying. Like, all artists have their own integrity, so that's like maybe his integrity might be too high for Drake. I don't know, but that song still wouldn't make me click though. Unless they're going back and forth. Now, back and forth on the song, then I'm clicking. And then I'm gonna keep clicking.
Like, you wouldn't know until you clicked on the song. Like,
I don't think so, because most songs I've heard Andre 3000 on has been his song or him on the outro. It hasn't been like a, intertwined. It's like, okay, here's Andre's part. But I'm trying to think. That's like...
I think for me, out of the people that you just named, it's really just SZA. Like, I would listen to that Rihanna song, but if I saw SZA, that would be the first song. I
think we can get a Tyler song.
Tyler, I would click Tyler.
Yeah.
I would click Tyler.
I definitely think we can get a Tyler song.
And I could imagine that happening, especially after he just name dropped him on the last album.
I think we can get another damn, did I just pass this artist I'm talking about?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's not too many people where like I see that name on the Drake album and I'm just like, okay, I gotta go to this song kind of thing. Tyler is a good one though.
I'm clicking Roddy Ricch. I'm clicking Roddy Ricch stuff. I'm clicking Don Toliver. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm clicking Chance. Ooh. Got everybody with that one.
Album. Yeah, I mean, I always gotta go to the Don Toliver feature on that.
I can see a Tierra Whack thing. I can see Tierra Whack. Definitely see Tierra Whack.
You can see Tierra Whack on the Drake album?
Yeah, I can see Tierra Whack on the Drake album.
Have they like interacted or something? Did I miss that?
No, but he listens. Yeah, he's really tapped. Bro, you remember when Drake gave Baby Keem that shout out on his first fucking show? Like, it was Baby Keem's first show he's ever done. And Drake was already showing. He went, did he? Did he go?
I don't know.
I know he posted it though. I know he posted it or commented or whatever. So it's like he's def tapped in. And like I could definitely see a Tierra Whack or even Olivia Rodrigo. I'm tapping that. I gotta click that. What?
Olivia Rodrigo on the Drake album?
I'll be shocked because it'd be Olivia before Billie Eilish. That'd be weird. I think Billie should get first. But definitely I'm clicking whoever the two. Bro, Billie with the old Drake? Shit, I'm playing that every day. What? Ooh. Ooh.
Interesting.
I'm playing that shit every day. No kizzy.
I couldn't even imagine how that song would sound.
Honestly, it probably Billie's vocals probably be too low for me or for anyone to care, but it would still be hard. Like I can see him basically like sampling it, drowning it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the people I would click. But I'm saying that thinking that their artistic integrity will still come through. So hopefully that happens if any of those features get done. Like I'm saying, like Drake featuring Tierra Whack with Tierra Whack being Tierra Whack, not Drake kind of orchestrating Tierra Whack, or not Drake orchestrating Billie Eilish. I want them to blend. You know what I mean?
I don't think
or
he would
maybe
orchestrate.
Even clash.
I don't think he would orchestrate a Tierra Whack. I feel like he would probably orchestrate a Billie Eilish and kind of use her in like a very, very small kind of sense. Like, just throw some background vocals right here. Yeah. Like you can't have Tierra on your song and not give her a verse.
See, that's the thing. I don't think so. I think it'd be like a singy, maybe a verse or two.
No, it pissed me off. You can't not give her a verse,
Sierra, bro. Sierra. Tierra has good vocals, bro. Quit playing.
No, she does. This isn't nothing against her. This is like, yo, you put her on this song, let her do all the singing shit that you want her to do. You got to give her a verse. She deserves that verse.
Regardless of what she gets, she's gonna take the best of the opportunity and go crazy. So shout out to Tierra. Fire. But yeah, man, this Drake thing, like I said, I'm done. I've been saying this for too long. Drake and Kanye. Next topic, someone please. Like, the world will be kept up with this before we even get this video out. Like, they would know.
Oh man, do we want to talk about the elephant in the room, Don Toliver topic?
Oh no, I'm not talking that. I'm not talking about that. Not because I support. See, you already fucked up. You already got me in the fucking position. Like, I'm not talking about that because I don't know enough. I think people are pulling that. But
yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know enough. I'm never gonna like give my opinion on a topic that, especially is putting people in harm or someone may have been hurt or whatever the case gotta be. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I don't want to honestly just put my opinion on it. I really don't know. But we're gonna leave that. Well, my statement is gonna be this: if that happened, if that occurred, whatever occurred, I hope they can settle it, and I hope that woman is fine or can move on with her future and have a good life. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm leaving it at.
Move on with her future and have a good life.
Yeah, because like, bro, I seen we're talking about it, but
I'm laughing because it sounds like you just wrote that down, like your PR person just said.
Nah, bro. I
understand though. Like
she posted on her story some crazy shit, like people DMing and commenting. Like I feel for her. Like even truth or not, I don't. I'm not here to divide that.
I don't even want to like get into the whether it's true or whether it's not. But I'm not sure. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know. Well, I don't know.
I didn't even know Dawn had fans like that. They were really attacking her. Like that was really not cool. And like I said, I hope she's fine.
And that always happens. Like that. That should be fucked up.
But anywho, next topic. How about them Lakers, man?
Huh?
How about them Lakers?
Man.
Bitch, don't change your face, nigga. The Lakers, Russ, nigga, Brody, nigga. Russ and LeBron been together since day one now. Like, come on, quit playing. I can't wait.
Since day one?
I can't wait to bring this ship home, man.
Since day one?
Bro, I'm saying they've always been close, real. They've always been close.
Oh, they always been close.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just like, they've been together since day one.
Yeah, nah. Although, you know what's so funny to me? It's like if you didn't keep up with LeBron, at this point you think he's from LA. Like he was born and raised there.
No, for real. like his whole identity now.
Like it's so changed.
So we'll finish off on this since you wanted to change the subject so bad. You think that's an automatic chip?
No, but
who's beating them?
Brooklyn. That's what I'm pretty. Injury or Brooklyn. That's it. And the reason the reason why I don't say it's an automatic chip is because they don't have the talent to sit back and relax. That's what I don't like. Mm-hmm. They don't have we can all miss a couple nights or all have an off game. No, because the West is fucking packed, like extremely packed, and so it's only getting better. Now, that's why I say injury. Like it's a high possibility. But if they're up there, if they're in the Western Conference Final, they're winning. Definitely. I don't see Yeah, they make it that far, they're winning.
If they're in the finals versus Brooklyn, they're winning.
Yeah, I take them. And the reason why I take them, clip this, whatever we have to do, I think James Harden will fold. That's why Brooklyn will lose. Mm-hmm. Because I thought about it in the shower. This is random we having this topic. I thought about it in the shower yesterday. And I was just like, think about Russ's career and shit.
He thinks about everything in the shower.
I do. All right. So I'm thinking about Russ's career. I'm like, everybody's critical of him not winning, folding, this and the third. But I'm like, Russ still gives you numbers. They may lose. They may fucking lose. But he'll give you a good 30, 45, 28, 30. Like, trying his best. When they lost, what was it, 4-1 or 5-1? What? 5-1. 4-1 to the Lakers, James Harden was pretty fucking quiet. Russ was too a little bit, but it was still Russ-like numbers, and Russ took the blame. And I love what Stephen A. said about the Lakers. Like, this has never been, Russ has never been in this position because now if they lose, regardless if it's not his fault, nothing to do with Russ. Russ could have dropped 100 points. If they don't win that fucking ship, it's his fault. It's all Russ's fault. And so it's like, I'm really interested to see that because, I love Russ because of how he plays. I really love all that emotional shit he puts into his game. Yeah. So that's why I think him and LeBron after a injury-prone season or injury season, and people are calling him washed up, he's old, okay, it's time for you to retire. with Russ, with his mentality, oh yeah, that's a chip. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They knocking doors down, nigga.
I feel like they already setting up the narrative.
Yeah, but
for him to win.
They're knocking doors down, bro. And it's like I said, it's really gonna be between the injury, and I could be wrong about James Harden. I do not think I'm wrong. I do not. I think if it comes down to the Lakers and Brooklyn being in that motherfucking, bro, we might see Russ drop 80. On God.
80?
The last time they played, Russ dropped, what, 40 or 30? And a game-winning shot. And that was just KD on the court. Now you got James Harden, too? Oh, get the fuck on. Yeah, he's going crazy. He's going ballistic. We got Melo, LeBron, AD. Excuse me. Dwight went back. What's other brother name? I always forgot other brother. Trevor Ariza. Man, we got the whole 2000s superstars, bro. Fuck it, Lakers. 2000 superstars. You feel me? Like, I personally, like I said, it's just about injury. I would have liked for them to get a few more pieces that they passed up on, but it's not over yet.
He's been going crazy on Dennis Schroeder's stupid ass.
I was just about to say, let's switch into that right quick. We're gonna finish up this episode, but yeah, Dennis Schroeder passed up on $84 million for 4 years,
and went and got $5 million in a bum ass team.
Yeah, and
not really a bum ass. Well, are they a bum ass team now?
Boston? No, they're not bum.
Okay, cool.
But
cool.
It's bum for him because he's not gonna get the time and shine he deserves. But who did this before?
But isn't he gonna start?
Nerlens Wells. No, he can come off the bench. But he's not gonna be starting for over. I thought they not drafted. They traded. Who they traded? God damn it! Look up the Boston Celtics. Who they traded Kemba for? Did they trade him?
I don't know if they trade him or if he just left.
I could be wrong, but before we talk into that or get into that, fucking you pass up $84 million, right? I think that's fine. I do not. It's funny watching all this go down and all that stuff, but I don't think it's bad. Hold on, let's look at this. The list just got brought up. Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart,
Peyton Pritchard.
No,
that nigga
I could have sworn.
Starting.
Damn, I can't see over this light. He said that nigga not starting. Oh, maybe he will be starting. I could have sworn.
Yeah,
I thought it was a sign and trade that they did with
No, I don't think so.
I can't remember this. We can touch back on like the exact point guard, but I swore it was somebody else. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Anyway, what were you saying?
I don't think it's as bad as people making it seem. The $84 million him passing up for this year, because next year, if we just discussed, he's probably might be starting. If he starts and even does anywhere from 20 points, 15 points a game, and they end up in the second round, he can get that plus some. I think it's stupid to have passed up, and this is not his fault, and that's what Shannon Sharp was saying, that you need to fire your agent. I think it was stupid thinking you were going to bet on yourself, not knowing the market. No one's in the market for a player like you right now. That's what I think was stupid. I do not think it was stupid to bet on himself, but no one's demanding like a point guard, especially if you're not like Russell Westbrook or like a, you get what I'm saying, a fucking superstar, all time superstar.
Yeah,
you feel me,
exactly.
bro? Look how hard it is to trade Ben Simmons right now, and Ben Simmons, I'm taking him over in the shooter any day. Ben Simmons, you feel me? So it's like the market doesn't need you. You're not in demand. So as an agent, you should have been able to see that. Like, hey, it might be a little rough. I don't know, but I think they were under the impression that they were going to win a chip, I guess, and that he would have been able to get anything from anywhere. I think that was, but that's a huge fucking bet. Like, who the fuck tells you? How do you tell your talent that, like, hey, I'm probably gonna win, so 84 is kind of low. Just wait till after. You probably can get 120 or some shit like that. Like that I just think it was dumb.
Yeah,
I think it was extremely dumb.
If I was him, I would have took that 84.
I would took,
because he got off. He had that 84 on the table after like all the Russ and Melo and everybody came.
No.
Oh, so
it was over, bro. He wanted. The Lakers offered him $60 million, I think, at first. It was a lower number at first, and then they upped it. And they upped it for him, and that was the $84 million.
See, that's the thing. When niggas up it on that second time, they'll start reaching for the third.
But like the truth behind it is that Dennis never liked basically being the side person or side piece of LeBron, and that's kind of where it stems from. Like, no, I'm good. I can bet on myself.
I feel like that's gonna be a story this year too. I feel like he's probably gonna try to really, like you said, kind of really try to shine at Boston.
Yeah, and I like Dennis Schroeder. He is a flaky like player. Like threes may drop out of nowhere and then never
like him.
And then don't come back. But he has a good step. That first step is amazing, and he can really get down there and fucking work. So I like him, and I do think he has a chance to strive, especially in the fucking East. So I like it, but maybe I'm not in his position and I'm not an NBA player, so I can't speak like this. But my personal opinion, if I have a name joining the Lakers and I'm doing well, because they liked him, they pursued him, everybody liked the fit, I'm deferring to LeBron any day. The fuck? 84 mil? Where I sign? 2 times or 3 times? Because I'm signing everywhere where the X is. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just, mentally speaking, it's like money and the ring.
Yeah.
And look how old he is. Click it. Because I'm pretty sure he could have signed that deal and still went and did his own thing. What is it, 26, 27?
Yeah.
So 4 years, what are we looking at, 32?
31.
30, bro, come on. You could have still left and signed another deal. With your 2, maybe 3 wins with LeBron. That's how I think, though. But, like, I know at the end of the day, these niggas is just as hungry as we are and they need that bread. So
yeah.
I'm never going to shame a man for betting on himself. It may not have worked out this year, yes, but next year, fuck it, he might get more than that. You never know, bro, for real.
Yeah,
I mean, the NBA changes drastically. But look how much Alex Caruso signed for, Lonzo signed for. So it's like, and
yes, sir.
I personally don't think he's better than those players, but I do.
You don't think he's better than Lonzo?
No. As a
or
team,
Caruso?
No.
Shit.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. As an impact player, as in like, here's the ball, do something. Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. But as a team player, as in like, hey, we might be losing some energy or we might be falling off. He'll get you those 5-10 points and get the whole team sparked up. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I've never seen Lonzo take over a game even for 2-3 minutes and it changed the team aspect. But Alex Caruso can do that. 2-3 dunks and all of a sudden you shit. Oh, okay. This is what we needed, you know? That's just my personal opinion, though. He's still a great, phenomenal player, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like this season might be actually worth watching more than just like the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like even not just with all the trades and shit happening, but like the rookies coming in, like watching some of these summer league games and shit that's going on, like they looking nice.
I'm gonna end my point with this. The reason why I didn't laugh at the 2000 Lakers shit when everybody was making fun is because there's nobody left. Like, you're either now going to be a team like the Boston Celtics, which has done it greatly, by the way, somewhat of what I think the Wizards are about to be. It's like you're either a middle-aged to new team or you're a vet team. Those are 2 options. Other than that, you suck with a whole bunch of rookies. That's it. Like, all these rookies, like, to me, and I would love for them to prove me wrong, I don't think Atlanta's going to go nowhere near this year. I just don't think so. I think they got a lot of opportunities and a lot of chances. And I love Trey, and we're clearly doing this in Atlanta, so we love Atlanta. But it's like, I think they were blessed extremely with a lot of things that happened in their favor. And I don't think they have the right roster. I think they're talented as fuck. When Bro came off the bench, I can't remember his name right now. And I kept yelling it all fucking series, like, to take him off because he hasn't played since, like...
Cam Reddish?
Yeah. Came off the bench, knocking down shots.
Yeah.
And to me, that let me know, like, bro, they have too much talent. Why wasn't he playing from the jump? And I'm watching it with JoJo, I'm like, Cam is locking up Middleton better than fucking Kayvon. You feel me? So I'm like, because he's bigger, you know? So I'm like, why hasn't he be playing when he got an ACL injury, whatever. But he came in the game, not like 3-4 threes. Then they was forced to put Trey back in because they thought they might be able to catch up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That lets me know, I'm like, this is a great team. To me, with too much talent.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, especially like when you get into playoffs, because every time
everything gets shorter,
it's just shrunk, and now you playing with like your 7 to 8 players,
maybe.
Exactly, maybe.
And
but
so,
for a team like the Atlanta Hawks, they got probably like 10 deep,
great players.
Like really, all of them need to get a chance to play.
Yeah, like, they're really great players, and that's what I think worries me about their future. I don't see them being able to do it again because I feel like now the attention. Trae Young's attention now is like sky high. Before it was already hitting the roof. Now
niggas is picking him
locking him up all day, which will allow these other players that we speak about to shine. You would think, but you just don't know. You know if they even get the opportunity. But I will. This is probably the one thing I'm betting on. Please, Atlanta, prove me wrong. I would love for Trae to end up back in the playoffs. I don't care if they even look the other way and he gets into the playoffs. I don't give a fuck because he would put a fucking show. I just want to watch the show. I just want to watch the show, man. I love that guy. He's fucking amazing.
Did they pick up anybody from the draft or?
They picked up
anybody good.
Yeah, they picked up Sharif Cooper. I've been watching him for a while.
Sharif?
I'm not sure if you remember that.
Oh, okay.
They picked up Sharif and I forgot other bruh's name, which is still great talent. At the same positions, like I don't know what they're gonna do, but Jalen Johnson and Sharif Cooper, right there, small forward and point guard.
Sharif Cooper is a point guard too.
So I'm just like. I'm interested to see what happens. I love them. Let's keep it going. But yeah, I think teams right now are either basically a rookie-esque team, which Atlanta isn't rookie-esque. What, Trey's in third year now or fourth?
Third,
one of the
fourth,
two,
something like that.
So he's definitely not a rookie, but it's still new to the game. Mm-hmm. And then you have teams of what I think Boston does it best, rookie-esque as well, but some veterans, some like souls. Yeah,
blend,
like a little bit of a blend, And then you have, like I said, the Washington Wizards, same thing. And if they acquire who they are trying to acquire, I think they'd be a great team as well. But then you have teams like the Lakers, whereas like everybody's kind of a vet, and. To me, that's why they're trying to go so quick and so hard with Golden State, because they're kind of getting to that as well. Mm-hmm. They're still getting their prime somewhat, and they're still really great.
Is Clay coming back this year?
I hope so. I really do hope so.
I haven't heard shit about.
I really do hope so. I would assume so. But
he gotta come back now.
Yeah, I think the NBA right now is, when it comes to teams, is like his vets, rookies, maybe a little bit of mixture, and that's it. And when I mean vets, I mean vets. So I'm interested to see the season. Like you said, game by game will be nice.
This season's gonna be fun. Finally, I feel like it's gonna be fun again to actually watch regular season basketball.
Dame needs to leave Portland. I'm walking off on this note, right? Because I'm done. We need to do a new episode. Dame needs to leave Portland. He needs to. That will shake up the game. I've never said this, and I've never been a huge Dame fan, but I think whoever Dame chooses to go to will shake up the whole NBA, the whole entire NBA. And adding to that note, I think Trae Young is a new version of Dame and more electrifying. That's it.
Okay, one last thing. Where do you think Dame should go?
Oh, definitely. I'm about to say Portland. Definitely 76ers.
76ers?
Ben Simmons, bro, that was...
I couldn't even see him in the 76ers.
That would shake up the East so much. You have a knockdown shooting point guard?
Yeah. New York?
I don't want it. Like, I would want it for my culture and my soul. Like,
but think about, like, would he fit? Would he fit with New York?
Yeah, he would. Bro, That's what I'm saying about Dame. I don't like him. And the reason why I don't like him because he doesn't get enough credit. He's a great point guard. He can fucking score the ball, but he will also defer if he has to. And that's all you need in a player. That's the same thing with Stephen Curry. Like, those type of players are phenomenal, like LeBron James. They can score at any given moment, but they can also look to pass at any given moment. Set the whole game up. And to me, if he gets traded, you would see the shine. You would see, because him with Embiid, god damn. Like, I think Danny Green's staying. I'm not sure if Danny Green's staying, but it doesn't matter. With Tobias Harris, J. Cole coming off the bench, get the fuck out of here.
You saying Dame to the Sixers. I'm saying Dame to New York. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we're just going to wrap it right here, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. And we are out of here.